Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are breaking down an absolute demolition job in the IPL. We're looking at how the Chennai Super Kings, the Chennai Express, literally steamed into Mumbai's home turf and just completely dismantled the Mumbai Indians. Look, this wasn't just another win, it was a massive statement.
Okay, let's just get right into it. And we're going to start with one single, staggering number that pretty much tells the whole story. 103.
Yup, that was the huge run difference that got the Chennai Express roaring back onto the winning track. And, to make it even sweeter for them, they handed Mumbai this absolutely brutal, crushing loss at their own fortress, Wankhede Stadium, leaving that home crowd in just stunned silence.
So how in the world did this Wankhede shellacking actually go down? Well, it was a classic game of two halves, really. A story that was completely dominated by two incredible match-winning performances that we're about to break down for you right now.
It all kicked off with the coin toss. Mumbai's captain Hardik Pandya got it right, and he chose to bowl, probably hoping to get that evening dew to help him out later. That's a pretty standard move in a T20, right? But what it really did was put the ball in Chennai's court, where one guy in particular was ready to put on a show.
So, let's talk about the first architect of this whole victory, Sanju Samson. He walked out to the crease and just delivered an absolute masterclass in how to bat in a T20.
And what's so cool here is how he paced this innings. It was like a textbook on building a T20 100. First, he came out swinging against the Pacers, getting to his 50 in just 26 balls. Then, he showed some real maturity, kind of pumped the brakes, rotated the strike, built some key partnerships to keep things steady in the middle. And just when Mumbai probably thought they were getting a handle on things, bam, he exploded again, finishing with this spectacular unbeaten century. It was just a masterclass in controlling the tempo. And here are the final, very impressive numbers. An unbeaten 101 from only 54 balls. It was such a clinical performance, anchoring the whole innings, and it absolutely earned him the Player of the Match award. But way more importantly, it set Chennai up with a truly intimidating total.
So, thanks to Samson's calculated brilliance, Chennai put a huge score on the board, a real mountain for Mumbai to have to climb.
And this is the number that really matters, 207 for the loss of 6. In T20 cricket, once a team gets over 200, the scoreboard pressure just ratchets up like crazy. It forces the other team to take risks from ball one.
So this left Mumbai needing to chase down 208. The task was enormous, and it was made even heavier by the weight of all those expectations from their own passionate crowd there at Wankhede.
Okay, so that's the batting story. But now we gotta move to the second act, where our other hero, Akeal Hosein, stepped up and just completely dismantled the Mumbai chase with an absolutely devastating spell of spin bowling.
The damage? It started immediately. Literally the very first over, Hosein strikes. He gets Danish Miyawal to just edge one behind to the keeper, and he's gone for a duck. Mumbai are 1 for 1, and you could just feel the whole mood in the stadium shift.
And before they could even catch their breath, their other opener, Quinton de Kock, is gone too, trapped by a faster one that just skidded on. All of a sudden, this chase has turned into a full-blown crisis for Mumbai.
And just like that, Hosein strikes again. He bowls Namandir with a beautiful arm ball that never turned. In the blink of an eye, Mumbai's entire top order is in absolute tatters at just 11 for 3. The wonky crowd, just silent.
His spell was the wrecking ball. Tactically, what he was doing was just brilliant. He gave the batsman zero room, constantly attacking the stumps, mixing up his pace. He wasn't just taking wickets, he was psychologically taking them apart.
His final figures were they were sensational, and they absolutely won them the match. 4 wickets for a measly 17 runs. And these weren't just any wickets. He got the key middle-order guys, Tilak Varma and Surya Kumar Yadav, the last real hope Mumbai had of staging any kind of comeback.
So what does a massive win like this, a 103-run victory, really mean for the tournament as a whole? Let's take a look at how it shook up the points table.
First, let's just soak in that final, brutal result. Mumbai Indians all out for a mere 104 runs in just 19 overs. It was a completely dominant, comprehensive win for the Chennai Super Kings, and you could argue it was their most complete performance of the season so far. And this slide right here shows you the impact. With their third win, CSK makes a huge jump up to 5th place, putting them right back in that playoff conversation. But for Mumbai, a 5th loss sends them sliding down to 8th place, and their whole campaign is now in some serious trouble.
So the big takeaway from all this is pretty clear. After completely derailing the Mumbai Indians and getting their own season firmly back on track, it leaves us all with one really tantalizing question. With a statement victory like this, is the Chennai Express just beginning its journey towards another championship?